Here's something a lot of people don't realize. The kidneys work quietly every single hour of every day, filtering the blood, removing waste, and keeping the body balanced. Most of us never think about them until something goes wrong. And the scary part? Early kidney stress doesn't always shout, it whispers. A little more tiredness than usual, a bit of puffiness in the ankles, a feeling that something's just off. Sound familiar? Well, today on Health Bloom, we're talking about something incredibly simple, a warm cup of tea. Yes, really, because it turns out that certain herbal teas can gently support kidney health, help the body flush out toxins, and make a real difference in how someone feels day to day. And these are teas that are easy to find, affordable, and, this is the best part, actually enjoyable to drink. So settle in, get comfortable, and let's explore the top 3 teas that could become a gentle new ritual for better health.
Welcome back to Health Bloom, the podcast where health advice feels like a conversation with someone who genuinely cares. Every episode is built around one goal: sharing practical, research-backed wellness tips that actually make sense for real life. Today's episode is one that's been requested a lot. So many listeners have reached out asking about natural ways to support kidney function, especially as the body gets older and those little daily habits start to matter even more. The kidneys are remarkable organs, but they need support, especially after decades of hard work. And the good news is that some of the most powerful support can come from the simplest sources, like a carefully chosen cup of tea each day. In this episode, we're walking through the top 3 herbal teas for kidney health and body detox, chosen specifically with people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond in mind. These are gentle, well-studied, and easy to enjoy at home. Before diving into the teas themselves, it helps to understand why the kidneys deserve a little extra attention, particularly for those who are in their 40s and beyond. The kidneys don't just filter urine. They're doing so much more than that every single moment. Every 30 minutes or so, the kidneys filter the entire blood supply. They remove waste products, regulate blood pressure, control fluid balance, activate vitamin D for strong bones, and produce hormones that tell the body to make red blood cells. That's an incredible workload. As people age, kidney function naturally and gradually decreases. After the age of 40, the kidneys can lose about 1% of their filtering ability each year. This doesn't mean kidney failure, but it does mean that extra care starts to matter more over time. Add in common factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, dehydration, a high sodium diet, or certain medications that are common in older adults, and the kidneys can find themselves under even more strain than the natural aging process alone would cause. The good news, and there really is great news here, is that the kidneys are resilient. They respond well to hydration, to a gentle diet, and yes, to certain herbal teas that have been shown to support their function. That's exactly what today's episode is about. Herbal teas can support kidney health in several ways: by increasing urine flow to flush out toxins, by reducing inflammation, by acting as gentle diuretics without the harsh side effects of medications, and by providing antioxidants that protect kidney cells from damage. Now, an important note before going further: these teas are supportive tools, not replacements for medical care. Anyone with existing kidney disease, kidney stones, or who is on medications should absolutely speak with their doctor before adding new herbal teas to their routine. That guidance always comes first. With that said, for most healthy adults looking to support their wellness naturally, these 3 teas are gentle, well-tolerated, and backed by a growing body of evidence. Let's explore them one by one, starting with a tea that has been celebrated for centuries across many cultures. Tea number 1, Dandelion Root Tea. The first tea on today's list might be a little surprising because most people think of dandelions as weeds in the backyard. But the dandelion root has a long, respected history in herbal medicine, and modern research is starting to back up what traditional healers have known for a long time. Dandelion root tea is one of the most powerful natural diuretics available, meaning it helps the kidneys produce more urine, which flushes out waste and toxins more efficiently. But unlike pharmaceutical diuretics, dandelion root doesn't cause the body to lose potassium along with the fluid. That's actually a significant difference. Many prescription diuretics deplete potassium, which can cause muscle cramps, fatigue, and heart rhythm issues. Dandelion root, on the other hand, is naturally rich in potassium, so as it promotes fluid release, it simultaneously replenishes this essential mineral. A study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that dandelion extract significantly increased urinary frequency and volume within a few hours of consumption. For the kidneys, this kind of regular flushing is like giving them a gentle internal rinse. Dandelion root is also rich in antioxidants, including beta-carotene and polyphenol compounds, which protect cells from oxidative stress. For the kidneys, which are exposed to a constant stream of waste products, antioxidant protection is genuinely valuable. There's also evidence that dandelion root supports liver health, which works hand in hand with kidney function. When the liver processes toxins efficiently, it reduces the burden on the kidneys. So drinking dandelion root tea supports 2 vital organs at the same time, a real double benefit. How does it taste? Dandelion root tea has a slightly earthy, nutty, almost coffee-like flavor, which many people actually find quite pleasant, especially those who are reducing their coffee intake. It can be enjoyed on its own or blended with a little ginger or lemon for extra warmth and flavor. The best time to enjoy dandelion root tea is in the morning, with or after breakfast, or in the early afternoon. Because of its mild diuretic effect, it's generally better to avoid it in the evening to prevent disrupting sleep with nighttime bathroom trips. 1 to 2 cups a day is a gentle, effective amount for most people. A word of caution, dandelion belongs to the same plant family as ragweed and chrysanthemums. Anyone with allergies to those plants should be cautious and check with a doctor first. Also, dandelion can interact with certain medications, particularly lithium and diuretic drugs, so a quick conversation with a healthcare provider is wise before starting. But for most healthy adults, dandelion root tea is a wonderfully gentle, affordable, and effective way to support the kidneys. It's available in most health food stores and online, either as a loose leaf tea or in convenient tea bags. It's a beautiful way to start a kidney-supportive morning routine. Tea number 2 is nettle leaf tea. The second tea on today's list is one that has a remarkable nutritional profile, and yet it's one of the most overlooked herbal remedies in the Western world. Stinging nettle, the plant that causes that famous sting when touched in the garden, becomes something completely different when brewed as a tea. Nettle leaf tea is packed with vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, vitamin K, iron, calcium, magnesium, and several B vitamins. For older adults who may struggle to get adequate nutrition from diet alone, nettle tea is a surprisingly nutrient-dense addition to the daily routine. From a kidney health perspective, nettle leaf is particularly valuable because of its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the primary drivers of kidney decline in older adults, and nettle has been shown in multiple studies to reduce key inflammatory markers in the body. Nettle tea also acts as a gentle diuretic, similar to dandelion but with a slightly different mechanism. It increases urine output, which helps the kidneys eliminate waste products more effectively and reduces the risk of urinary tract infections, a concern that becomes more common with age, particularly for women. One of the more exciting areas of nettle research concerns kidney stones. Studies have shown that compounds in nettle leaf may help prevent the crystallization of minerals in the kidneys, which is one of the key processes that leads to kidney stone formation. For anyone who has ever experienced a kidney stone, nettle leaf also supports the lymphatic system and helps the body clear metabolic waste more broadly. When the lymphatic system is flowing well, the kidneys don't have to work as hard. It's another example of how supporting one system benefits the whole body. For those managing blood pressure, which is extremely important for kidney health, nettle tea may offer additional benefits. Some research suggests that nettle can have a mild blood pressure lowering effect, which directly protects the delicate blood vessels inside the kidneys from damage over time. Nettle leaf tea has a flavor that is earthy and green, somewhat similar to a mild green tea, but with its own unique character. Many people describe it as pleasantly grassy and soothing. It pairs beautifully with a little honey and a squeeze of lemon, which also adds a nice vitamin C boost. 2 to 3 cups of nettle tea per day is a reasonable amount for general kidney support. It can be enjoyed at any time of day, morning through evening, as its diuretic effect is gentler than dandelion root. Drinking it with meals is a lovely habit, as it also supports digestion. One important note for those on blood thinners, blood pressure medications, or diuretic medications: nettle can enhance the effects of these drugs, so a conversation with a doctor before starting is important. Also, those with ragweed allergies should proceed with caution, as with dandelion root. For everyone else, nettle leaf tea is a genuinely nourishing, multi-beneficial herbal drink that serves the kidneys, the immune system, the joints, and overall vitality all at once. It's one of those rare herbs that truly earns the label of a superfood, but in a very down-to-earth, accessible way. Tea number 3, ginger tea. The third tea on today's list is one that most people already have in their kitchen, and that's exactly what makes it so wonderful. Ginger is one of the most widely used and extensively researched medicinal plants on the planet, and when it comes to kidney support, its benefits are genuinely impressive. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols and shogalls, which are responsible for its spicy warmth and most of its medicinal properties. These compounds are among the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories known to science, and their effects on kidney health are well documented in research literature.
Chronic kidney disease, reduced kidney function, and kidney damage are all driven in large part by inflammation. When inflammation becomes chronic, it damages the tiny filtering units inside the kidneys called nephrons, and once nephrons are damaged, they don't regenerate. Prevention is truly everything when it comes to kidney health. Research published in scientific journals has shown that ginger extract can significantly reduce markers of kidney inflammation and oxidative stress. In several animal studies, ginger was shown to protect kidney tissue from damage caused by toxins, including common pain medications that can be harsh on the kidneys over time. One of the most notable studies on ginger and kidney health found that ginger supplementation helped improve kidney function markers in individuals with chronic kidney disease, reducing serum creatinine levels, which is a key indicator that doctors use to measure how well the kidneys are filtering the blood. Ginger also has a well-established ability to improve circulation. Good blood flow to the kidneys is essential for their function. The kidneys need a rich, consistent blood supply to perform all of their filtering work. By promoting circulation and reducing blood viscosity, ginger helps keep kidney blood flow healthy and strong.
Beyond the kidneys specifically, ginger is famous for supporting digestion, reducing nausea, easing joint inflammation, and supporting the immune system. For older adults who may deal with multiple health concerns simultaneously, ginger tea offers a gentle, holistic support that works across many body systems at once. Making fresh ginger tea at home is incredibly simple, and it tastes so much more vibrant than any packaged tea bag. Just peel and slice a small piece of fresh ginger root, about the size of a thumb tip, and simmer it in 2 cups of water for 10 minutes. Then strain, add a little honey and fresh lemon, and enjoy. The result is a beautifully warming, aromatic drink that feels like a hug for the body from the inside out. For those who prefer convenience, high-quality ginger tea bags and ginger powder are also widely available. Just look for options with no added sugars or artificial flavors. 2 to 3 cups of ginger tea a day is both safe and beneficial for most adults. It's a particularly lovely choice in the morning to get circulation moving, or in the early evening as a calming, warming wind-down ritual. Many people find that swapping their afternoon coffee for a cup of ginger tea makes a noticeable difference in how they feel.
A few cautions to keep in mind. Ginger has a mild blood-thinning effect, so those on anticoagulant medications like warfarin should check with their doctor. Very high amounts of ginger can also lower blood sugar, which is relevant for those on diabetes medication. And those with gallstones should use ginger with caution. But for the vast majority of people, ginger tea is one of the safest, most accessible, and most effective kidney-supportive beverages available. It's a beautiful example of how something as ordinary as a spice from the pantry can become an extraordinary wellness tool when used wisely and consistently. Building a simple daily tea routine for kidney wellness. Now, knowing about these 3 wonderful teas is one thing, but building them into a sustainable daily routine is where the real benefit comes from. Consistency is everything when it comes to herbal health support. A cup of dandelion tea once a week won't do nearly as much as 1 cup enjoyed every morning. Here's a simple, enjoyable way to incorporate all 3 teas into a daily routine without it feeling complicated. Think of it as a gentle tea rotation, not something that has to be followed rigidly, but a flexible framework that makes it easy to benefit from each tea throughout the week.
In the morning, consider starting with dandelion root tea. Its mildly stimulating, coffee-like flavor makes a wonderful morning companion, and its diurenic effect works well early in the day when there's plenty of time for the body to process it before bedtime. In the afternoon, nettle leaf tea fits beautifully. It's nourishing without being stimulating, supports the immune system, and provides a midday mineral boost. Try it with a little lemon and honey for a light, refreshing afternoon drink that feels both comforting and revitalizing. In the evening, ginger tea makes a wonderful closing ritual. Its warming, spicy sweetness is calming rather than stimulating, and it supports digestion after dinner while giving the kidneys and circulation a gentle nighttime boost. A small cup before bed can also ease joint stiffness that tends to flare up overnight. Of course, the most important thing alongside these teas is hydration. Plain water remains the single most important tool for kidney health. Aiming for 6 to 8 cups of plain water per day, in addition to herbal teas, gives the kidneys the volume of fluid they need to keep flushing and filtering effectively.
It's also worth remembering what to reduce or avoid, because even the best herbal teas can't fully compensate for habits that are hard on the kidneys. High sodium intake, excessive alcohol,
Heavy use of over-the-counter pain medications like ibuprofen and highly processed foods all put significant strain on kidney function over time. Pairing a daily tea routine with reduced sodium, increased fresh vegetables, and regular gentle movement, like a morning walk, creates a comprehensive, kidney-friendly lifestyle that doesn't require dramatic changes. Small, consistent habits build into something genuinely powerful over the months and years ahead. And that brings us to the end of today's Health Bloom episode, and what a journey it has been through the gentle power of herbal tea. 3 simple cups, 3 remarkable plants, and 1 shared goal, giving the kidneys the support they deserve as the years go on. To recap, Dandelion root tea for its potassium-preserving diuretic action and antioxidant protection, nettle leaf tea for its anti-inflammatory richness and urinary health support, and ginger tea for its circulation-boosting, inflammation-fighting warmth that reaches every corner of the body.
These aren't miracle cures, and Health Bloom never promises those. What these teas represent is something perhaps more valuable, a daily act of care, a moment of intentional nourishment, a small investment in long-term wellness that compounds quietly over time, like interest in a savings account for health. Every person who listens to this episode and makes one small positive change, whether that's swapping an afternoon coffee for a cup of nettle tea or starting the morning with a warm mug of dandelion root, is taking a real step toward better health, and those steps genuinely matter. If this episode was helpful or gave something useful to think about, please consider sharing it with someone who cares about their health, a spouse, a sibling, a neighbor, a friend. Health Bloom grows through word of mouth, and every share helps this kind of gentle, trustworthy wellness content reach more people. And if there's a topic, a question, or a health concern that would make for a great future episode, please leave it in the comments below. Every comment is read, every question is considered, and many future episodes are born directly from the curiosity of this community. This is a shared space, and every voice here matters. Remember to subscribe to Health Bloom if you haven't already, and hit the like button if today's episode gave something valuable. These small actions make a big difference in helping this channel reach more people who are looking for exactly this kind of thoughtful, caring health guidance. Thank you so much for spending this time together on Health Bloom. Take good care of the body. It's the one home that travels everywhere. Until next time, stay well, stay curious, and keep nourishing that beautiful, resilient life.